Hey guys, it's Ryan here from Horror Hive, coming to give you 6 more fun facts about some of everybody's favorite horror movies. And this next one is all about everybody's favorite child murderer slash implied pedophile, Freddy Krueger. But first, I'd like to take a minute of your time to talk to you about Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow? No. No, you don't, sister. Not tonight. Welcome to Elm Street, my pretty.
Director Wes Craven has stated that a film where dying in your dreams means death in real life was based off a series of seemingly unrelated newspaper articles in the late 70s. The stories detailed accounts of people, usually of Laotian descent, trying to avoid sleep at all costs, even going as far as keeping coffee pots beside the bed. They claimed to be suffering from vivid and sometimes ultra-extreme dreams that felt more realistic than a usual nightmare. Family members would wake to sounds of screams, and by the time they got to the victim's room, they were already dead, almost as if they died in their sleep. To achieve the surreal effect of Glenn's death, the room was actually a precisely calibrated structure designed to spin with a single push. Not uncommon at the time, but the more interesting part involved an incident where the room was spun too fast and too far one way or the other. This caused the famous blood geyser to start prematurely and therefore incorrectly. Fortunately, they were able to salvage the shot, but unfortunately for the crew, the torrent of blood pooled in the wrong spot of the room, causing a door on the underside of the structure to burst like a dam. A river of blood spilled onto the studio floor and over many sparking electrical wires, resulting in fires and a loss of power. Wes Craven said that he was strapped into a bucket seat at the time.
And we were up there, jumping out of the way of cables and ropes that were ripping out.
Water went into all the lights, and there were these huge flashes, and then dark, and we were spinning in the dark with sparks going on.
The original makeup design for Freddy Krueger was supposed to be a more realistic version of a burn victim, complete with missing or melted ears and nose. But there are limitations to how far you can go with prosthetics, so the idea was scrapped. With time running out, makeup artist Dave Miller got creative and actually made the final design in a pizza.
I started playing around with the cheese, putting it around the pepperoni, and I actually made Freddy's face on the pizza.
The effect where Freddy is watching over Nancy as she sleeps is achieved by stretching a big sheet of nylon to look like the wall. Then someone, playing Freddy, simply presses their face and hands against it. An ingeniously simple method considering nowadays where it would probably just look like CG garbage. Oh, yeah. The colors of Freddy's famous sweater weren't just arbitrary, but were picked for a very particular reason. Wes Craven has said that he chose red and green stripes because those are the two colors that the eye has the most trouble processing at the same time, likening Freddy to a painful optical effect. The bathtub scene was actually filmed in a tub with no bottom sitting on top of an enormous water tank. The hand that reaches out of the water wasn't Robert's, but actually belonged to special effects man Jim Doyle. He spent an entire day with Heather Langenkamp sitting on his knees with her legs over his shoulders. You lucky bastard. All in all, A Nightmare on Elm Street is a solid movie. I give it 5 noticeably fatter fireproof stunt double Freddys out of 5. And that's really the best part of these movies. They didn't go with a stunt guy like they had in the past. They went with a classically trained screen and stage actor named Robert Englund.
Robert Englund? Bobby Englund? What do I think of that wimp? That loser? That Screen Actors Guild peanut? He's lucky to be alive. Living off my residuals. Boy, wait till I find out his social security number. Take a nap, England. Sleep kills.